Hi there. What are you doing here? That's right. I see what you're saying. I'm late, aren't I? Well, I wouldn't be me if I was on time to anything. I'm late to everything. I would have been late to my own birthday if I'd had much of a choice about it, I suppose. Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you what I was just typing in a post. I learned something very interesting in all of my cooking over the Christmas holidays. I learned, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anybody. You know what you've got to do when you're baking a chocolate cake? You got to add sugar to it. I know. It's shocking, isn't it? So, it was Christmas Eve, and we were making our Happy Birthday Jesus cake. It's a tradition around the Waymore Homemade family. We make a cake on Christmas Eve and we eat it for breakfast. We blow out the candles, sing Happy Birthday Jesus, and eat cake for breakfast on Christmas Day. And the kids decided this year they wanted chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. So I thought in my little Waymore Homemade head and decided, hey, I've got a recipe for a from scratch chocolate cake and chocolate frosting. So we'll just do that, and that way it'll taste real good. So we decided to do that, and we had gone to church, gone to dinner, got home. It was late, and the kids were driving me nuts, and I was ready to just get it done and get them shipped off to bed. And so we we made the cake, got it in the oven, they went to bed. I pulled the cake out of the oven and kind of looked at it and said to my husband, that just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right at all. And he tried to reassure me, it's fine. So I put the frosting on. You put the frosting on when it's still warm, and it kind of soaks into the cake, and it's all yummy. So then, no sooner had I put the frosting on, I turned around and I noticed that my sugar canister was sitting there with all the stuff still sitting on top of it that I had not taken off because I had not opened the lid to dip in and put sugar in the cake. I was talking with a friend and she said, you didn't taste the batter? That's very unlike you. You usually taste your batter and stuff. And I thought about it and no, I didn't, and that is kind of surprising. But I didn't nonetheless, and made a sugarless chocolate cake, which, may I be clear, is very different from a sugar-free chocolate cake. Entirely different. And very different than a flourless chocolate cake, which there's something to be said for a flourless chocolate cake. I've had my share of really good flourless chocolate cakes, and I've gone into a sugar coma from them. So, needless to say, please learn from my mistakes. Put sugar in your chocolate cake. For the name of all that is good and holy, put sugar in your chocolate cake. It's got to have it. That's what baked goods are all about, is the sugar, right? It's got to have it. So that's what I learned. Please learn from my mistakes. I'll talk to y'all later.